Yeah, Sergio and I would like to welcome you to our presentation today about AI agents for education in ILIAS. And yeah, we are coming from Serlabs, which is the most southern service provider, I would say. We are located in South Spain. And what we want to show you today is following. We want to make a quick recap what we already did in the field of AI, because we started already in December 2023 with presenting you our first solution, AI solution, the AI chat. And then we will move on and take a closer look at the SIR context, what we had done till today, or like till June. And we would like to explain you the detail, because it has two components. On the one side, the SIR context core, and on the other side, the SIR context hub. And yeah, we will describe these components more in detail. After that, we will have a closer look at the agents and the benefits. And then to make it more clear for you, of course, we bring some use cases today for you to make it like more understandable. And we will have some live demonstration to show you how our SIR contexts look like. So a shortly recap. We started, as I mentioned, in December 2023 and presented you the AI chat in Firth. And yeah, what is the AI chat? The AI chat is a chatbot which is using an LLM. The plugin is available as open source, and you can choose an LLM of your choice. Then what we presented you in June was our first ILIAS agents, and of course the SIR context and our other open source solution, which is AI Pic, which creates AI generated pictures. And today what we are presenting is what we did. Like we created more agents and have more work done with the SIR context. And yeah, now the good part starts, and the interesting part, I would say, because it's a really, really cool tool, as we will show you. Yeah, so until now, our SIR context consisted of a core and a hub. And what this exactly is will explain Sergio.
Yep. Well, SIR context has two main components, that is the core and the hub. We could say that the core is the brain of our system, and the hub is the place where the administrator of the users can manage the different contexts, the different models, or can see, for example, the statistic. So we could say that the SIR context core is the place that the magic may happen. The hub is the frame of the system. That is the SIR context. So now we are going to explain a little bit the SIR context core, because I think that this is a very important point to know, that our SIR context is a full RAG. But what does it mean? A RAG is Retrieve Augmented Generative System. In summary, we could say that the system is able to get some documents due to the request of the user, and in base of that documents provides an answer. But our system works in a proper way. I mean, for example, SIR context core is able to refactor the query of the user in order to get better results. After that, we transform that query into a vector space, because all the documents inside the RAG are in that format. This allows us to compare that vector with the rest of them. SIR context core is multilingual. That is very important, because thanks for that, we are able to compare vector in English, in French, in German, in Spanish. For example, if I am honest, when I talk with Nicole and she passed me a PDF, for example, I used to use SIR context to be able to provide an answer. It's also important to know that there are two ways to use surcontext. We can combine the information from internet and from the documents. In this case, if the documents doesn't contain the proper information, the LLM is gonna say, okay, I don't have the information into the documents, but due to my memory, I am able to provide you an answer. Do you want or not? That is one configuration. But in the other one, we can limit the answer to the documents. So in this case, if the document has the information, when surcontext core is answering, provide the site of the document. I mean, for example, if the information is in the third page of the PDF, surcontext core is gonna say, okay, the information is in this page, in this document, and it's gonna provide us a link to access to that document. If the document doesn't contain the information, not a problem. The LLM is gonna say, sorry, I don't have the information, I cannot answer. The surcontext hub. The surcontext hub is the place where you can manage the functionalities of the core. You can upload different kind of files directly from ILIAS. And it's very important to say files, not just PDF, because currently we are able to upload different type of files, like, for example, video, image, words. I mean, for me, for example, it's very interesting, very exciting to know that an LLM is able to translate an image, not the text. It's able to describe the content. Also, surcontext app allow us to see the statistic of the users. That is very important to know that I think that Elgesa is gonna be happy because the information is pseudo-anonymous. So it's very good. And also we can manage the different contexts. So in summary, the surcontext app is the place to manage the core directly inside ILIAS. And now we are gonna do a live demo. So now we can see that we have the surcontext hub. It's a hook plugin. We can access to the configuration to see the API from the core. Also, we can see that we have to provide here the OpenAI API. And also we can set the different models that we're going to use. In the other hand, we can manage the different contexts. For example, we have the default one and another context related with biology. We can see the number of files and the default context. If we access to this one, for example, we can see the different kind of files that we already uploaded. For example, we can see this video that is from Nicole. It's related to open educational resource. And we can see that there are files that are not so large. I mean, there are files, for example, of 35 megabytes. So now we can see how can upload file, for example, this one, how to apply the foundation model to the educational domain. We can see that the status is uploaded in real time using a WebSocket. The status changed from pending to processing and now in processing. Also, we have the statistic tab, where we can see the number of files, the number of token users, and also the storage, that is where the file is allocated. We have the graph about the files and also about the tokens. So after uploading the file, we can request the information to the surcontext core. For example, we can ask about the video of Nicole.
So maybe to make it more clear, the surcontext, you can, as you could see, there's like a chatbot where you write in a prompt and it will give you an answer. And there are like a lot of things which you can configure, like a disclaimer or something. And it would give you to the source, the link for the source, so you can click it and then it will open. Then it will sum up in different languages too, the informations. The SIR context is available not just as the bubble, as you could see, but to like in different things, but we're going to show it later.
Yeah. So here is the answer from the SIR context core. We can see the definition of the OER life cycle, and also SIR context core provide the link to access to the source. Here we can see
Materialien beziehungsweise
it's very important to notice that the video is in German, but the answer and the question was in English. So we can test that it's really multilingual. Okay, so now we can continue with the presentation. So how was the evolution of SIR context? In June, we present the first version, where was able to upload ILIAS content and some documents, for example, PDF. But right now, we are able to upload PDF, ODT, XML, Excel, Word, PowerPoint, so a lot of type of files. We are also able to upload video, audio, image, a lot of things. We are working on get the web search that will be available soon. Also, a deep research into the documents. But what does it mean? It means that, for example, if I request information about, I don't know, the life cycle, for example, it's not going to provide short answer. It's going to provide a summary. It's going to provide all the explanation that they need, and just in one request. But also, we think that we can use SIR context to improve ILIAS. For that reason, we think that we could help to the ILIAS search using SIR context, because as we could see, SIR context provide us the link to access to the resource. So you can imagine, we can index the different kind of configuration of ILIAS, the content of the course, the LTI guides, for example, that is so heavy.
And to the SIR context is connected to an LLM. So if there are like resources in the REC system which doesn't include all the information they need for the answer, you can configure either that the answer will say, okay, we couldn't find any information about in the documents, or it could use the LLM for giving another answer.
So now it's time to talk about SIR agents. We could say that the SIR context core was the brain, but the SIR agents are the hands. I mean, SIR context is able to provide information to the agents, and the agent is able to create a different kind of things, because it's your virtual assistant. It's able to create, for example, learning modules, course. It's able to manage the user, and also is user friendly. And everything is inside a chat, inside the ILIAS plugin. Here we can see the evolution of the SIR agents. In the first version, we were able to create course and HTML learning modules and some types of tests or question tests. Right now, we are able to create course and HTML learning modules like before, but every kind of test. I mean, for example, can you imagine to create an stack question using just a chat, describing the question, describing what do you want, like with a friend or with a boss or whatever? It's so simple, but so useful. We are able to manage the users too. We are able to enroll users to a course. But you could ask, okay, but I need to create the course with the agent? No, you can enroll the user to an existing course, for example. And also, we can assign roles for the different user.
And if you're not happy with the ILIAS learning module, for example, which the agent created, you can say, okay, I'm going to modify it afterwards. Or if you're not happy with the HTML learning module, you can say, okay, I wanted to have like more colorful or whatever. Like, so you can modify all the things later. You can put some questions into the learning test. Yeah. And yeah, so you can do a lot of things. And imagine you have like your stress at the beginning of the semester because you need all the user management, you need to create all the users. The solution would be you take all the names, you take the mail addresses, put it into the bubble, for example, and let the AI do the magic and let the users create. They can be already set it into a specific course, and it's all done by our SIR context.
Yeah.
Our agent.
Yeah. And right now you are gonna see the live demo of the SIR agents. We can go to the bubble that is currently inside administration. We can say, for example, to create a learning modules about the life cycle. I'm writing the request to create the learning module. Well, cool.
And the nice thing too is if you have, if you have, like, for example, different kind of students in your course, you can have 2 different contexts. So you can have in each category for each subject, for each course, an own context with own documents, for example. Or what you can do is to having like more documents in one context and saying, okay, I want to have like a different kind of learning modules. So it's going to be built up on the learner's progress, on the learner's level. So that's all what the agents can do.
Yeah, and here, for example, we can see that the agent is requesting us to retrieve the information from subcontext. Now we have to accept that request, and it's requesting the information. When the SIR agent has the information and is going to create the source, it should to ask us about the permission, because due to the law related with the AI, we need to approve the plan. We need to say, yes, I want to create this. Here the agent is describing the whole plan, and it's going to show a checklist of what is he doing, what is it doing.
As you can see, you need to accept before doing things.
Currently is creating it, is updating that list. We should accept every element, every resource. And is continually updating this. We can see like it's creating the chapter. Maybe it's very important to know that I just wrote a very quick sentence with less than 20 words, but it's gonna create a course, a learning modules with 1 chapter and with 1 page. But because I decide that due to the time, but SIR agents is able to create a huge course with a lot of learning modules with just 1 sentence. Can you imagine how much time SIR agent is gonna save us for create resource, for manage the users, a lot of things. Now it's telling us that it's creating the compression page with the information that he got from the subcontext core.
Yeah, and they can use different kind of sources like videos. As we could see, we didn't upload any script with it. So it takes all the words we are saying and making a script and using that for their answers and for the learning modules. It can use like PDFs, it can use videos, like different kind of like text documents as well.
And here we can see the answer that is informing us that the course is ready, the learning module is ready, the chapter is ready too, and the page too. So now, if we go to the repository, we can see here the course with the learning module. All the information with just 1 short sentence. Sorry. It's able to create tables, paragraph, bullet points, a lot of things with just one sentence. But not only that, because when we were talking about the subcontext, we thought that, yeah, we could improve the ILIAS search. So, for example, currently, we are able to ask about what is in the repository, for example. And now Suraging is gonna check our ILIAS platform and it's gonna list all the objects that is inside my repository. It's important to know that is able also to check inside that document. For example, we can see the AOR life cycle course and we can ask about that. But before, Nicole told us that we can add resource to existing one. For example, I don't know, one page more for that learning module. So when the Suraging release the content inside that course, the learning modules, just the learning module, we can say, okay, thanks. Could you add?
Everything what you would do normally, like in some minutes, hours, it can make like way faster.
And now Suraging is gonna add that page to the existing learning module. It's asking us about what you can say that yes, that we're going to check the subcontext database. Now it's checking the information that the subcontext has, and when it's ready, it's gonna create again that page to the existing resource. We can see how subcontext suragents is informing us about the process. And here is informing about the different option that we can choose. Do you want to continue? We can.
I think it's fine. It's clear what it's able to do.
So.
Yeah, what would be the benefits of using the agents? Of course, it can save us a lot of time, and so as well, like a lot of costs, so people can concentrate on the other things, I would say. Then support is available 24/7. It doesn't need to be at any location, or it's online. So you can have always an answer using always the interface of it. And you can create at any time, for example, a course or a test, whatever. Then two, it supports accessibility, because imagine some teachers doesn't know how to use ILIAS or something, or it can translate things. So if students have like a question, okay, I don't understand the content which is uploaded, please can you give me an easy answer? It will give you an easy answer. What else? Yeah, what is important too is that the agents can always tailor the things or the objects, like learning modules or other things on the level of the learners. So it can be like for beginners or advanced students. And the agents combine different stored data sources. For example, they can even understand videos, as we could see. They can understand images, different kind of sources. So people just need to upload things and the magic will happen. But of course, we are involving as well. So we keep working on that. So who knows what the next time will be available too. So to make it maybe a bit more clear, so we are like connecting now the SIR context with the agents. So if you will have in the SIR context in your system, you will have the benefit that you're using the hub and the core and the agents as well. Yeah, I mean, we already said it more or less, what different kind of users can be used, or like what kind of people can use agents for. They can answer questions about the course content for learners, or like have a really good communication. It can, yeah, I'm gonna be fast. Yeah, it can help with translation supports for teachers. It would be really nice to create the content, do some assessments, and it is even possible to give some feedback for the learners, how the test results have been. They can use different kind of data source or organize the course. And for the administration, I mean, I think everyone can relate to how busy it can be before the semester starts. So that hopefully will be less. And yeah, the user management can be taken too. Made it maybe more clear. We created the personas. For example, we would have a student, which is called Javier, is 22 years old, is a Erasmus student from Spain. He never used ILIAS before because he's coming from a Moodle platform. And he wants to have like access to the courses, wants to register for exam, and doesn't know how the campus looks like, and the agents can give him those answers. A teacher, Dr. Müller, could use it to the agents for instructions for the LMS because he never worked with ILIAS before. The agents could upload and structure his content, and people which are working in the IT, they could automatically add students to courses, create courses, and include assigning roles with the people. Yeah, if you're interested in testing it by yourself, just let us know, talk to us. Jesus is there to talk to us, or you can later write a mail to us, and we will make you an test account on our platform so you can see how it works. Yeah, and these are just open questions, what we would have taken for here today. Yeah, which would be, for example, what do you think, which agents would be also useful for different user groups? Which processes should be taken over, automated? I mean, we heard yesterday, for example, already a lot, today a lot. They're like things the agents could do for us or like help us with. And yeah, but we need also to think about the challenges and the training formats for the people to use the agents, their context, and everything AI related on a good way. Thank you very much.